Hello, 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 Facebook friends and family. This is Adon Johnson, credit speaker, and we are going to talk about what we're not doing, right? Why are we in that phase where we're going from lack to blessing? We don't know how we're going to get to our next level, what we're going to do. But in all honesty, you all, we are blocking ourselves when it comes to us getting ourselves in our next position. And we got to get ourselves to the point that we're going to literally make a change and do things a little bit differently. So my name is Adon Johnson, credit speaker. I literally push people to the point that I say, it's time to fix your credit. It's time to change your life. It's time to get sassy, get creative. It's literally time for you to go ahead and move yourself in the right direction. So a lot of times when people say, well, Adon, how do you do that, right? Like, how do you come and say, all right, I got to make some changes. I got to do some things differently. But how do I get myself to that point that I can literally execute where I'm wanting to go to get to my next level? Well, you all, you literally have to get strategic with it. Like, in all honesty, right? You literally have to get strategic with it to say that you're going to make a difference. You're going to make a change. You're going to do something that is literally going to impact where you're going. And you're going to say, all right, these are my steps. These are the things that I'm going to do. So a lot of times when I talk to people, they say, well, what do I need to do? Well, we're going to talk about that tonight, all right? We're going to talk about that tonight. So thank you all for coming on in. If you can hear me, go ahead and press 1 so that I know that you can hear me. If you're my replay viewer, go ahead and hashtag replay so that I can go ahead and talk with you, communicate when I get off of the air. Because I always like to know who are my replay viewers, who's coming in and who is saying, Adon, I got to do something different. I got to fix my credit. I got to change my life. Adon, help me out. Get me to that next level. And that's really is what I love to do, right? I love to help people. So as you guys come on in, go ahead and say hello. Make sure you tell me where you're from, right? Make sure you tell me where you're from. That is so very, very important. And then also, if you have a business, even if it's multi-level marketing, I want to know, all right? I want to know. So go ahead and put that information in the comments as well. And this will be information that's literally going to help you. We're talking about getting to our next level. And, let's talk about that a little bit. Like, I just spoke with one of my new upcoming clients from my class that I have coming out. And she was saying, wow, I never thought about credit this way. And I say, yes, we literally got to get ourselves to the point that we're saying, I got to make some changes in what I'm doing, and I got to do it now, especially if I'm going to get my business to progress to that next level. You guys know the whole month of June, my birthday month, is dedicated to business credit. We're talking about nothing but business credit at this time. Thanks for coming in. How do one know when to go to the next level? Well, that is a good question. So let me tell you. You typically know it's time for you to go ahead and start progressing forward and going to the next level when you feel like you're at that space and you're like, I can't do anything else to move, right? And you literally will know that it's time for you to move to the next level because different things will start coming your way. Literally your next level, all right? Literally your next level will start coming your way in ways of opportunities, in ways of growth. All these things will begin to come to you. Hi, Alyssa. Thank you for coming in, love. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So you all, we want to get ourselves to the point that we start saying we have to do something different and we have to make a change. And that change literally is now, right? That change is now. So if you can hear me, go ahead and put a 1 in the comments so that I know that you can hear me. Hi, Patrick. How are you doing? Thank you for joining in tonight. It is time for us to get started on this mission, you all, right? We literally got to push ourselves to that next level. A gentleman commented earlier. He said, how do you know when it's time? When you literally feel like I've done all that I can at this one certain spot, but I still want to grow. I still want to get to that next level, right? And that's what we have to get ourselves in the mindset of thinking about is literally going to our next level. So let me go ahead and introduce myself. I see we have some new viewers on here as well. So hello to you all. Thank you for joining in. My name is Adon Johnson, credit speaker. I literally push people and motivate my small business owners, my entrepreneurs to fix their credit and to literally get to their next level in their business and to make a change so that their business is going to be a lasting business. So this series is for the whole month of June. We're talking about business credit. Now, don't be fooled, okay? I'm still going to talk about personal credit as well because I tell people all the time that whenever you're starting on that path of business credit, yes, we can initially start you out with you having poor credit. Hi, Shirley. How are you doing? Hi, Erica. How are you doing? We can initially start you out with having, not so positive credit, right? But at some some point down the line, guess what? You don't want any surprises. You don't want any missed opportunities. So I always tell people we have to fix our personal credit as well. And guess what? I'm going to help you with it, right? I'm going to help you with it because it's all about us getting to our next level. Now, tonight, you guys, we're talking about why are you blocking your next level? Now, many of us calls it blessing, right? Why are you blocking your blessing? And let me tell you, it's because of where our mindset is. Hi, Robert. Thank you for the compliment. It's because of where our mindset is. And that's one thing that I'm very, very strong about. I'm very, very strong about making sure people understand that you have to have the right mindset. Okay. Literally, I want you to have the right mindset. I want you to have the right mindset because I want you to be able to move through that open door of opportunity. Thank you, Alyssa. So Alyssa says she can hear me. If you guys can hear me, press 1 so I know that you guys can hear me. And so when I talk to people, I say, you don't want any missed opportunities, right? And they say, well, no, Adon, I don't. I don't want any missed opportunities, credit speaker. I literally want to get myself to the next level. So what do I need to do? We got to first work on your mindset. You see, so many times, you guys, we get ourselves in that position that we're used to what we're used to. All right, let me tell you a quick story. So I have a friend girl of mine. She's really, really close to me. I love her, love her, love her, love her to like the end, right? I love her all the way up to life. I love her, love her, love her. And so, and I shared this story with my, with a couple of my friends that are coming into one of my programs. I shared this story with them. And I said, I had this best friend. She's still my best friend to this day. We literally went to high school together. We graduated from high school, went to college together. We majored in the same field. We both got degrees in the same area. We both started operating our businesses at the same time. All right. Same time. And so one day I was just out with her, just, no big deal, just out with her, just hanging out, what we call a girls' night out, right, Alyssa? A girls' night out, right, Tanya? We were literally having just a girls' night out. And so we were just sharing information. Before I knew it, she started to tell me, she literally started to cry. She literally started to cry. And the reason why she was crying was because she was not doing well in her business. Now, I had no clue to it. And this is honest to goodness. This is my best friend, right? Had no clue to it. Because all the time, you all, she was walking around. She was going, showing up at assignments, doing her profession, which she does so very, very well. Kudos to her. But there's one thing about it. She kept pulling from her personal, right? Because I'm so serious about this, you guys. So many of us that are small business owners, we are pulling from our personal assets, whichever, whatever they are, big or small, okay? And she started pulling money out of her home. She started pulling money out of her savings account, all for the sake of her business. Why? Because she wanted to say, I'm in business, right? So many of us were just like my best friend, wanting to say you're in business, wanting to say, okay, I'm in business, I'm operating, I'm doing well, I'm looking good, I'm talking good, walking good, I got my Louis Vuitton bag, everything is going well. But in reality, it wasn't. You see, one thing about my friend is that she never shared with me the things that she wasn't doing. She always said what she was doing, and I just thought that she was doing everything that I was doing. But when it came down to it, I'm so thankful. Oh my gosh, I'm so thankful she shared this information with me. And because I literally had to jump in. Hi, Nasambia, how are you doing this evening? I literally had to jump in, and I had to pull her out. And it wasn't pretty, right? I mean, how many of you really want to go to your best friend and say, hey, what? No, we've been doing everything together, right? We've been working together, working out together. We started these businesses together. But there's one thing I didn't do. When you told me to go on down the line and look at business credit, I went on down the line and kept going about my business. And that literally is what happened. Let me tell you guys, I started working with my best friend and I started telling her, I said, we got to make some changes in what you're doing. And literally she did a 360. I'm so thankful of it, right? But it was difficult. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep you guys from having that same experience. Hi, LaFrida. How are you doing, love? I'm going to keep you all from having that same experience, right? Literally, when I got done working with my best friend, and I shared this with some of my new students that are coming on. I shared this with them today and over the weekend. And I told them, I said, man, if we can keep this from happening to other people, hi Shakora, thanks for coming in, love. If we could keep this from happening to other women, if we can keep this from happening to other business owners, if we can keep this from happening to another entrepreneur, think about how much more successful our businesses will be. I mean, literally, you all, that is what it comes down to when we're talking about business credit, right? Then the other thing that comes down to it is that I really discovered with her, hi Lanisha, how are you doing? And we're still working on this to this day, right? It's that mindset thing. And we're going to talk about that tonight, because after I started working with my best friend, I discovered that even though we came out of the same high school, even though, we came out the same type of home, even though we went to college together, we graduated together, our mindsets were differently. You see, I've literally discovered that individuals who have the right mindset can actually get to that next level, right? It's about getting to your next level and making sure that you're operating with your blessings and making sure that you're living in abundance and not with lack. Right? I'm going to talk about that tonight. Now, one thing that most of my credit friends know about me is that I am huge on affirmations, right? I'm huge. Like affirmations is all over my bathroom mirror. They're all over. Like when I'm walking to the shower, I have affirmations up there. I even buy pictures that have affirmations written on them. I'm just a huge person that when you speak things into existence, it really does work. So I always challenge people to say, when are we going to do that mindset shift, right? I mean, we got to do a complete turnaround, right? We got to do that 360. And that is literally what my best friend was able to do. She was able to make a 360. She was able to make that change. And it literally got herself to the point that in her business, she literally became the business, right? My best friend is actually #1 retailer. She's actually going on to be a broker. She's working on it right now. I don't want to, say anything, but she is the real deal. And I love this about her because she is determined to make a difference in her life and in the lives of others. And you see, that's the commonality. That's it. That's the commonality right there. So many of you that are on here on this live right now is saying, I want to make a change in somebody. If you are out here and you're saying my passion is to literally get my information out to the world so I can help somebody else, put a 2 in the comments. I think that is so very important. And I'd like to know who I'm talking to, because I like to be connected with individuals who are literally saying, I need to impact the world. I have a gift. I have a purpose. I have a mission. I have a passion. I have a career. I have a motive. I have something that I have to give out to somebody else that is literally going to help them. Is that right, Carol? You see, if that is you, I want you to put a 2 in the comments. Thank you, Lanisha. And this is so very important, you guys, because we have to get our mind to the point that we're actually connecting with it. I mean, don't you remember when our parents told us, hey, write it down. Hey, did you write that T-chart? Did you write the pros? And did you write the cons? We still have to do that today as adults. That's right, Nasambia. We still have to do that today as adults. And so what I'm going to give you guys tonight, not so much about saying, hey, you need business credit. We know that, right? We know that. But I'm going to give you some tips. And literally, when I go into my courses, you guys, I break this down as regards to your mindset. How are you dealing with your money? How are you dealing with your finances? How are you dealing with your credit? How are you getting yourself to that next level? I mean, literally, you all, and right here in DFW, I am doing a workshop. And I told everybody, so I'm just having a few women. A few, that's it. Just a few women, probably a couple men, but they're probably, they'll twinkle on in, right? But just a few women, and we're connecting, and we are going to get ourselves to that position of having more, right? Abundantly, right? We're going to get ourselves to the point where we're having more credit because we need it. I mean, let's just face the facts. We do. We need it, right? And then the other part about it, you all, is that we got to get ourselves to the point that we have more business. If you want to say, I want to walk away from my job and I want to do it correctly, like my pastor told all of us, if you want to do it correctly, you literally have to get yourself in position, right? That means you have to be in the proper alignment to make it to your next level. Now, that's another component to it as well. You have to literally say that I'm ready to make a change. It's about your mindset. You got to get so zoned in and laser focused that you have that mindset, right? So you guys remember, make sure you guys are sharing. We still have our drawing going on. Matter of fact, I'm getting ready to put up the landing page for my ebook. So you guys are about to get that as well. And then someone is going to win my ebook on business credit. You know why? Because it's time we get this information out here, right? It is literally going to be in a hardback book form. But of course, first, I always go ahead and do the drawings whenever I bring out something new for you all. So we're going to actually do an ebook on the business credit, and someone is going to win that. Now, I also have another ebook going out about the importance of business credit and what is tripping you guys up. Okay? We're going to talk about, I'm going to give you one tip tonight that is literally tripping you up before I close this live out, because it's very, very important. All right, you guys, my name is Adon Johnson, credit speaker. I literally push people to the point that I make them think about a couple things. I make them think about their credit and their finances and their business and getting to that next level. And I always give them my seal with the kiss promise. You stick with me long enough, you're going to make it to the end. And guess what? You're going to be just like my other clients. You're going to be successful, right? That's my seal with the kiss promise. Look, Miss Zombie says, that's right. All you got to do is hang in there. You're going to make it to the end. And guess what? It's really quick, to be honest with you. All right, you guys. So let's talk about this, because I want to make sure that we are in the know when it comes to our credit. I want to make sure that we're in the know when it comes to our business. And I want to make sure that we're in the know when it comes to our money, right? We got to say that word. So many times it's hard for people to say that word, but we just got to say money. Okay. We got to say money, and we got to say that we're really wanting to get to that level of abundance, right? So I always tell people we have to get ourselves to the point that we talk about our mindset. So tonight we're talking about lack versus abundance. Lack versus abundance. Where are you at with your mindset? What are you doing differently? What are you doing to get to your next level? Right? Make sure you guys are sharing this out as well. And for everyone that already shared, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. What are you doing to get to your next level? So these are three things I want you to stop doing. Hi, Gregory K. How are you doing? 3 things that I want you to stop doing. All right. And I want you to stop it now, literally. And then I'm going to give you 3 things that's going to counteract if you ever said these things before. Okay. So I'm going to say, stop doing this. Start doing this. All right. I have literally, my best friend, I literally said, look, you got to start doing this now. Remember my best friend I was telling you guys about that had the business, and we were like, oh, everything's going well. But in all actuality, it wasn't going so well. All right. Literally, I'm going to share all of her story with you all later on. But this story is absolutely amazing. I'm telling you, she turned it around. I mean, I worked with her. I had to tell her, stop. No, all those things I say to my clients, right? Nasambia, right? Alyssa, I had to say, stop. No, don't move again, right? Do this and do that and don't do anything else. So I literally had to do this with her. So the first thing she did that I told her completely eliminate was, I don't have any money. How many of you have said that? Literally, I don't have any money. Right? I need you to stop saying that. I need you literally to stop saying that. Let me tell you, you literally are blocking your next level. You're blocking your blessings, and you're blocking yourself from getting to where you're going to go, because you're cutting it off. You're saying, I don't have any money. Stop saying that, right? What you want to start saying is, I can earn all the money I want. That's what it's about. This is Monday. This is Money Mindset Monday. This is for my small business owners. This is what we have to start doing, you all, to literally be the business and get to our next level. We got to get our mindset correct. with our money, right? Nasambia says, me. You need to stop saying, I don't have any money. And you have to start saying, I can earn all the money I want. Now think about this, because this is so very important. I mean, just the mere fact that you can open your mouth and say, I can earn all the money I want. That's powerful. That is so powerful, right? Look, yes, exactly, Nasamba. You have to say this. Make sure you guys are writing this down. This is actually information that I have, a little snippet of it in one of my courses that I have, and I want to share this with you guys. People say, well, what are you going to talk about tonight? I said, oh, it's Money Mindset Monday, right? It is Money Mindset Monday. That's what we're talking about now. We're talking about getting our mindset correct with our money. If you want to get yourself to the point that you're saying, I am the business, I have sassy credit, I am a sassy credit boss, I'm a sassy boss, and I'm doing credit. If you want to say all of those wonderful things, if you want to say, I'm going to boss up, you have to stop saying, I don't have any money, and you have to start saying, I can earn all the money I want. Exactly, Gregory. Speaking it into existence. Make sure you guys share this out. This is not no fluff. This is like what I call the real deal Holyfield, Gregory. This is real deal Holyfield. This is when I come out and I say, look, we're going to have a talk. We got to get ourselves to the next level, and we got to start doing it now. Okay. If you are ready for the number 2, if you guys got that written down, I want you to write 2. Right? Or type in the number 2, right? Type in the number 2. I know we did a 2 already, but this is number 2 for this segment. Type in the number 2. Number 2 is so very important, and it's like extremely important to me, because when I think about this, I think about, wow, man, you mean I got to stop doing this? I got to stop doing this, right, Tisha? Absolutely. You have to stop doing this. If you want to say that you are the business, if you want to say that you're ready to boss up your credit, if you want to say you are in business to be like a successful business owner, in business for 10 years, you have to type in the number 2, because literally you have to say, I have to get to that next level. There's an abundance waiting for me, and I literally have to change my mindset. My stinking thinking is not what it should be, right? You got to literally change it. So number 2, you guys, and make sure you have your pen and your paper. Make sure you are writing this down. This is information that's going to keep you from blocking your next level. People say, Adon, how do you come out here every night at 10, go to work 8 o'clock in the morning, and be at work giving all this knowledge and information, doing credit repair, doing business credit, doing financial management, and you still come on at night to share information with us? Because that's my gift, right? That's my purpose, right? That's my passion. That's my mission. And I have to get this information out to you guys. And let me tell you, the number 2 thing you have to stop doing is saying, I wish there was a way to get money. Oh, we're going to talk about this thing tonight, right? You have to literally stop and say, I am not going to say, I wish there was a way to get money. I wish I had a part-time job. I wish. Stop wishing and stop doing. We're going to talk about this tonight, because so many of you are sitting back saying, I wish. What are you wishing upon? A star? No, you are the star. You have to say, I have enough energy to get up and stop saying, I wish there was a way to make money, and start saying, I can do so many things to get money. I mean, literally, I would have a song, right? I would literally have a song up talking about, hey, get money. I'm in here to get money. I'm going to get money, get money, get money. If you have to tell yourself about 10 times and literally start saying, I can do so many things. That's plural, you all. Things to get money. You literally can. You see, I got to get you all to move from the place of saying, I wish I had enough money to fix my credit. I wish I had enough money to start business credit. I wish you had the mindset shift right? That's what I want for you. I want you to have that mindset shift where you can start saying, I can do so many things to get money. Let's just pause right here for about a good, maybe about 2 minutes, 3 minutes. If it's okay for me to pause, go ahead and type pause in the comments, because I really want to help you guys. I'm going to give you some tips. When it says I can do so many things to get money, we're going to talk about that, right? I mean, you're here to learn, right? If it's okay for me to go ahead and pause and give you this information, type pause, because I want to make sure that you literally want to know, what can I do to get more money? Adon, girl, how can I move from lack to abundance? What is wrong with my thinking? Why can't I get to that next level? Why can't I make the appropriate changes? Why can't I get myself to the point where I can actually move and do something different? It's because of your thinking. You see, your mindset is literally at the point where it's saying, oh, I can't go open that door. I can't go through that opportunity. Why would somebody give me that? Right? Thank you, Nasambia. Why would somebody give me that? What do you mean I can do so many things to get money? Because immediately, because of how majority of us has been taught, we are literally thinking, that's the wrong thing. I shouldn't be out here saying I could do so many things to get money. No. You are programmed to wake up and go to work every single day, work that 9 to 5, get up at 7, right? Get up at 7, some of us at 6, and get ourselves ready, get the babies ready, and get everybody ready to go out there to work. But here I am telling you that there is an opportunity waiting for you, and you want to shut it off. Why? Why? You literally have to say, I got to get myself to that level where I can do more things to get more money, right? That's what it's about, you guys. That's when people say, Adon, wait a minute, what's going on? Oh, because I realized something, right? I realized that most of you have credit issues because you don't have the money. You don't have the discipline. Let's just be honest, right? And then the other part about it is that you're so focused, you're so driven, and you're so saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to run as hard as I can, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to get my credit. I'm going to come back, I'm going to get my money, right? And I'm telling you, you have to set that proper foundation. Anytime I start in any type of new class, new workshop, anything new, right? I always tell people we got to fix our mindset. We got to. We got to fix our mindset. We literally got to change how we're thinking. Make sure you guys are sharing this information out. This is literally information that is going to help you. Now, the number 3 thing is there are no jobs out there. There are no jobs out there. I mean, in reality, it is getting kind of tough to find jobs, right? Businesses are closing left and right. Everything is going more centralized, being on the internet, right? Even government jobs are, to be honest with you. And like I ran into one of my former coworkers, and she's like, "Oh wow, they're not hiring right now." I'm like, "Oh, I'm not coming back." Don't have to tell me, right? But they're not hiring right now because systems are actually replacing people. That's what's going on. Okay. Systems are replacing people. So today I challenge you. When are you going to operate in your own system? You see, when it comes to that number 3 action that I need you to stop saying is there are no jobs out there. You have to replace that with I can sell my skills and services to others. That's why you want to be that small business owner. That's why you want to be that entrepreneur, because you want to get your gifts, your purpose, your mission, your passion out there to people, right? Guess what? What if I told you I've discovered an easier way to do it? What would you think? If I said, you know what, Nasambia, there's an easier way that you can go about this. You don't have to be stressed out. You don't have to be worried about your funding. You don't have to be saying, what am I going to do? Right, Tisha? What if I told you there's an easier way to go about getting your business off the ground? You won't be inboxing me talking about, oh, girl, they're giving out a grant. Let me tell you, you better wake up and get a clue, okay? No one is running out here, you all, giving people grants to start successful for-profit businesses. All right. The ones that are so limited, you're probably not going to get it. Okay. Now, if you do, I'm very thrilled. I'm very happy for you. But let's just be realistic. Let's be realistic about this thing, because that's why you're here. You're here to get this information, not to sit back and wait and say, what am I going to do? I wish there was another opportunity for me, right? And the teacher says, yes, tell us. See, you have to get yourself to the point, you guys, where you literally say, I got to change this mindset. Adon, let me make sure I got my notes right. Okay, I'm supposed to start saying I can earn all the money I want. Adon, wait a minute. Did you tell me to tell myself every single morning I wake up, I can do so many things to get money? Absolutely you can. Adon, wait a minute. You said before I go to bed, I need to say I can sell my skills and services to others. Absolutely you can. Let me tell you, just like my sister Tisha, who is here, just like Alyssa's here, just like Nasambia is here, we literally opened up our hands and said, what is in these hands that I can do? Really? What is it in your hands that you can do? What services can you provide? What skills do you have? You see, when we walk around and we say that businesses are literally closing, we're being serious. Businesses are literally closing. Like even in my neighborhood, like 3 different companies have closed, just like vanished off the face of the earth. And we're all like, what happened to that place, right? When that really happens, you have to say, what can I do to get this information out here? I don't have time to work a part-time job. I'm a single mother. I have things that I have to do. I have to make sure that these kids are getting their lessons. I have to make sure that I'm able to cook for them. And I have to get my rest too, right? You don't have time to be running out here saying, I'm going to get a 15-hour position here and working a full-time position over here and signing up with Mr. Charlie for all this overtime, when all you have to do is say, I can get more money. But Adon, show me that easier way. Let me tell you all, just like my best friend, I had to get her to understand that you literally have to get your business to be the business. That's literally it. You got to put things in alignment. You got to know what it takes to get qualified for a business loan. You got to know what steps to take. How many vendor accounts do you need, Adon? How many store cards do you need, Adon? Adon, girl, where do I start? I get these questions all the time, and I'm telling you, the very first place you need to start is where you are right now. That's where you need to start. You got to change that mindset. You got to get yourself to the point that you're not looking for that quick fix. That's number 1. Number 2, you got to literally say, I am going to establish myself as a business. You need a location. All right. I tell people that all the time. They say, Adon, I got a P.O. box. Okay. That's good for mailing. But where's your location? Where does your business exist? Oh, I'm virtual, Adon. I do everything remotely. Okay. That doesn't work when it comes to the banks. Okay. Let me tell you that right now. You see, a lender is going to want to see that you have an established business, right? Let's focus on this word established, because so many times I'm talking to you guys, I did like literally 50 consults over the weekend. I mean, literally, I did 50. I counted them up, and there were 50 consults that I did on business credit, all by themselves, no personal, just business credit. And do you know that over 40 of them said they don't have an address? I'm just going to be honest with you. Over 40 said they do not have an address. Matter of fact, it was 43 said they didn't have an address. 7 of them did, right? Now, out of the 43 that said they didn't have an address, about 27 of them exact told me initially they did have an address. They did. I said, well, what is your address so I could go ahead and put it in the system, right? Because I'm going to ask some questions. I mean, you want this consultation, I'm going to give you the truth. So I literally said, what is the address? Guess what, you guys? The information they gave was a P.O. box. It was an old address they don't use. It was an address to their apartment complex. All these different addresses. Oh, well, my other business partner, they said I could use their address. And I said, well, how is it listed? It wasn't even listed anywhere. I mean, the address wasn't even on their website. And I literally told them, I said, we have to make some changes. And you see, this is what I'm here to tell you guys tonight. You got to have that mindset shift. Make sure you guys are sharing this out. Hi, Pamela. How are you doing, Miss Frazier? How are you doing tonight? Make sure you share this out. Not only do you go into the drawing for the new book that is coming out on business credit, but you also, and I'm going to add a workbook to it as well. I think I am. Because a lot of us need that workbook, right? Let's just be honest. If you guys can hear me, because I don't see a lot of action. I see you guys coming in and out. Press the 1 if you can hear me so I can know you're there. Hi, Lisa. How are you doing, love? A lot of us are needing that point that we're saying, I need to make sure I'm getting everything. Adon, how do I do this? How do I get my location established? 1, you stop using a P.O. box, okay? Number 1, stop using a P.O. box, all right? When it comes to your business, your lender, because we're already talking about speaking into existence, right? If you did not catch this from the beginning, you need to go to the very back beginning when the replay comes out. You need to watch it from the beginning because we talked about that. Thanks for sharing this, Zambia. We talked about that, about speaking things into existence. Hi, Miss Moore. How are you doing? Having that money mindset is Money Mindset Monday. And it's about getting ourselves in position with what we're going to do. Very important, right? Let me tell you guys, so many of you guys are coming out here. I did my consults. I told you guys I did 50 consults this weekend. Thank you, love. I did 50 consults this weekend. You know, only 7 of them had their business address set up properly. The others were like, oh, I don't have a clue. A lot of them were using P.O. Box. If they weren't using P.O. Box, they were using other people's addresses that wasn't even at a business. It was just some place that they can get their mail gathered. And I said, my goodness, not a business. I'm talking about personal, like a friend, right? A friend's address. And I kept saying, no, we can't do this. You see, my whole point is that we got to get ourselves in the right alignment. We got to get that mindset to shift. We got to literally get ourselves to the point that we say, we are the business. I'm in business. I'm here, not going nowhere. And I want to be in business 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 7 years from now. I want to be that person that is in business and literally making a change in the lives of others. I want to be that person that is giving my mission, my purpose, my passion out there to people so that I can literally say, I'm in business. So very important, you guys. We have to start doing this. So the number one thing that I want you guys to make sure you are setting up when it comes to your business right now, today, tonight. When I get off this live, I know most of you are going to be up, right? I know most of you guys are going to be up. I want you to start looking at where you can establish your address, okay? I want you to start looking at where you can establish your address. And if you need some help, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put a checklist out there because I'm so about you guys getting to your next level. It's so very, very important to me. And it's so important to me that I want you to be able to get to your next level, right? That's what I want. So, number 1, if you have a P.O. box, get rid of it. I'm serious. If you're going to be in business. Now, if you're saying a darn girl, hey, I don't want no business credit. I'm not caring about this next level. All the doors can shut on me. I don't want the blessings. Who cares about your client that has $400,000 in business credit? I don't care about Christine that just got approved for $40,000 in business credit. Doesn't matter, right? If that's you, that's okay. But I know you other people are here, right? I know the majority of you are here because you guys know that June is all about business credit, right? So I want you to stop you guys from making this mistake. So we're going to talk about these 5 mistakes that most of you are making when it comes to getting approved for a lender. All right. The number 1 mistake for you all. Hi, T. How are you doing? The number 1 mistake is that you guys are not using the right address. cuts you off right there. You know why? The lender does not know how to find you. They don't know if you're reputable. They don't know if you're fully in business. They don't know if you're established. They don't know. You know why? Because you haven't put an address on where you are. Okay? So there are literally ways you can go about doing this. The number one way that most people do is they say, I'm going to use my home address. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm just going to be honest, right? That is not the best solution. Okay? That's not the best solution. Do not use your home address. Okay? You ever heard somebody say you have to invest in your next level? You got to invest in where you want to go, right? You literally do. So there are places you can go, and I'm going to share this. Make sure you guys write this down. You can get a virtual office. For some of you, you're like, oh my gosh, Adon, I need this. Girl, where have you been all of my life, right? Some of you are like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think about this. Even if you are an online business, you are an online marketer, you're an online whatever, I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't recommend anyone to use their personal address. All right? I wouldn't. I'd rather you go ahead and make that small investment. Some of these investments are as low as $19. Some are as high as $70, and you have access to the building if you need to meet a client. And these are called virtual offices. All right? They work. Let me tell you, they really, really work. And the reason why they work, you all, is because it literally gets you to the point. Thank you, love. Thank you, Tisha. It literally gets you to the point that you are establishing yourself as the business, right? Look, I'm so tired of all of us saying, I'm a boss. I'm boss lady chick, girl. I'm bossed up, right? I'm just so tired of it. But I'm saying, are you really? Because if I look at your business, if I go to your website, I don't even know where you exist. Like, where do I go to pick up my product? If I wanted to stop by and see you, could I see you? Right? And then sometimes you're like, well, I don't want nobody to see me, but they still need to know you exist. See, you can be remote. You could be virtual. You could be all those things. But where do people send a letter, a piece of mail, contact information? Where do they send that to? Your lenders want to know, right? I want you guys to fully operate like the business. I want you to be able to walk in and say, hey, I'm Walmart, I'm Target, whatever you are. I want you to literally say, I am the business. This is my business. This is my establishment. Here's my card. And everything is right there. And you walk into that bank. You sit in front of that lender. You did all of the necessary steps to increase your business credit score. Remember, business credit goes 0 to 100, right? 0, like 0 points to 100 points, okay? And you want to be able to say that I'm established, I'm here, I'm actually ready to make a difference, I'm ready to impact my community, I am going to be in business. I'm not going to be like the 75% of new entrepreneurs coming out here and their business are failing the first 4 years. I'm not going to be that person. Right? Because you're going to establish yourself now. Literally, you guys, I'm working with clients and I'm telling them, I say, we got to get you established. They say, well, what do I need to do? I said, we got to go get that virtual office. We got to get things lined up and we got to get it corrected in order, right? We're starting to make these changes. You know what they're doing? They're walking out after they go ahead and they say, all right, I got this virtual office, right? I went to Regis. I went to Opus. I went to all these different places. I gave y'all two. I hope you wrote them down. I went to these different places and now I'm actually operating as a business. You see, that does something to your mindset as well. That literally gets your mindset in position that it starts to say, wait a minute. I am making more money. I'm using my skills, my gifts, my services, and I am in business. That one little thing, you guys, one little thing, when you start to make that first step, that mindset is going to shift. And that is so very important. And I'm going to be honest with you, their mindset is keeping us from our money. You know why? When I asked the individuals on my consultation, male and female, when I asked them, I said, why haven't you set up your business? Like, why haven't you gotten a business address? Why haven't you did this? They said, oh, that costs too much money. Hi, Walter. How you doing, love? They said, oh, that costs too much money. Really? They said, well, why do I have to pay that? Why wouldn't you? I mean, really, why wouldn't you, right? You don't want a customer, a client showing up at your front door. I mean, majority of us do not, right? Especially in this day and age. Majority of us do not. You want that client to know, okay, yes, this is my office address. This is where I'm located. You can send your correspondences to here. Doesn't that sound better than saying, oh, send your correspondence to P.O. Box, blah, blah, blah. Or, oh, send your correspondence to 1235 Hampton Road, number 12343. And you're like, oh, what was 12343? Oh, that's my P.O. box. Do you think people don't realize that? Yes, they do. Let me help you. When you go into a place and you're using the physical address for the P.O. box, people realize that. Right? Right? That's right. You want to be professional. Exactly. People realize that, right? People realize that, you guys. So a lot of times we say, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and operate with my P.O. box and it's going to be okay. Do not do that. If you want business credit, if you want to get to that next level, if you don't want to cancel out your blessings, you want to make some changes. The number 2 reason after they said money was because they said, oh, I got this shortcut. You do? They said, oh yeah, I have a shortcut, Adon. This is what I do. They send the information over here. And I said, this is my secretary's address at her house. They said, oh yeah. And then she just goes and takes the information. She brings it over to me. Where do they do that at? I told the individual, I said, look, we can't do that. He said, well, I have to take these shortcuts right now because of the expenses. When I started to tell him how much you can get a virtual office for, he said, you're kidding me. I said, yeah. I said, you've been running around in circles, chasing your tail. You're thinking you're not able to afford something when in all actuality you can, and it's going to be helpful for your business. I know, I was shocked too, Tisha. And it's going to be literally helpful for your business. It's going to be helpful for your business. Guess what? Let me tell you what happened to one of my clients who did this. It's a client. Client came through. We were working on her business credit, making sure everything was set up, going through the steps and the stages of her business credit. And she said, you mean I have to? I said, yes, you have to. She started to do this. You know what happened? Opportunities opened up. Doors opened up. She was able to get her correspondence in quickly, right? Let me tell you guys, when you sign up for these virtual offices, ask them the questions. When I get an item in, when I get a correspondence, when I get mail in, what do? You see, a lot of you don't even realize it's a bonus for you. It's like having a virtual secretary. Like literally, they will actually inbox you, send you an email saying, I have mail for you from so-and-so, like such and such, right? From the name of the company. And then you get this email in. Some of them will even call you and email you. Okay. And a lot of times they'll even put a text alert. Why? Because it's really one system that they're operating from. They use CRMs too, right? They use database so that they can go ahead and go through their Rolodex and send the information out to you. And they want to be professionally efficient as well, right? You all, we got to make a change in what we're doing. If this information is good, say good information, or just type good, or say, hey girl, look, help, give me some more, right? Because this is what I want to do. I'm ready to push businesses. I am. I really am. And don't worry, I'm not going to ever stop personal credit. Because what I'm knowing is that a lot of you are coming to me and you're saying, hi, RJ. You're saying, I want to do this. Good. Thank you, Tisha. You're saying, I want to do this. I want to do business credit. I keep hearing about it. I'm trying to start it, but Adon, I don't know what to do. Right? This is good. Thank you, Lisa. And so literally you all, I took in about 5 clients last week. I'm being honest with you, about 5 clients last week. And it was midweek, to be honest. And literally they were saying, My personal credit's not where it needs to be. Can I start business credit? Absolutely you can. Start. Right? Right? That's what I'm the one who's going to tell you the truth. Okay? And I said, absolutely you can. Start. They said, well, what do you mean? I said, I want you to start now. I want us to fix this stuff over here. This information that is not reporting 100% accurate. This information that's not 100% variable. This information that is on your personal credit report. We're going to fix this. Right? Right? I mean, if you're going to say, girl, I'm going to fix this, say fix this. If you are sick and tired. I mean, I know you guys are because I was just like you. Thanks for sharing, love. And I know you are because I was just like you. If you are sick and tired and you're saying, Don, there has to be another way. Let me tell you, a CPN number is not it. It's not. Okay? Getting these trade lines that you guys are buying. I had a gentleman in my program. He was trying to get me to do trade lines with him while I'm fixing his credit. You know I said no, right? I said, get your own trade lines. That's what I tell my clients. I said, get your own trade lines. We're going to build your own trade lines. Your trade line is nothing but a line of credit, a credit card, a personal account. We can build your own. Okay, that's a trade line, you guys. When people come out here and saying, oh, I'm going to sell you, I'll give you this number and get a new social security number. That's a shortcut. They're trying to get you an EIN number. Let me tell you what you can do. If you're a business owner, I don't want nobody trying to get slick. But if you're a business owner and you say, I am in business, have a purpose, have a mission, have a gift, have a passion that I want to get out here to everybody. I want to fix this, right? I want to fix this. I want to get myself out of these apartments. I want to move my business so it's actually the business. I want to be in an area where I can get customers and clients coming to me and I'm able to operate at a different level. I want to get this merchandise, the inventory in. I want to go to trade shows. Let me tell you about my client, Keisha. Keisha came in and she said, Adon, I do jewelry. I make my own custom jewelry. I said, oh, I want to know. I love jewelry, right? And I started to talk with her and I said, okay, well, what are you making? And she started to show me what she's making. We've seen this whole lineup. I introduced business credit to her. She said, oh, no, I can't do this. I said, oh, no, you have to. She said, what do you mean? I said, no, seriously, you have to do this, right? You have to be in business. I said, didn't you just tell me that you were thinking about getting the CPN number? She said, well, yeah. But you said I couldn't. Absolutely, you cannot, right? Because I do not do CPN numbers, right? Don't put that out there. I do not do CPN numbers. And so she began to joke and she began to laugh about it. And we had a little side humor on it and everything. I started telling her, I said, if I can teach you how to get your business fully established, if I can teach you how to set up your business properly, if I could teach you which email address you need, what type of phone number you need, what type of address you need, if I could teach you how many accounts you need, what type of accounts you need, and how the what I call algorithm has to work together, would you do it? Would you do it? If there was a better way, would you do it? If you would say, I would. If you would just say me, right? If you would say me, say me. If you would say me. Because let me tell you, there is an easier way. Yep. Hi, Nicole. How are you doing? If you would say me, because in reality, you guys, there is an easier way. There is. It's a thing that most people hear about. We don't talk about it a lot, except for in certain areas and certain groups. It's not a race thing. All right? It's not. It's a group thing. You see, so many people will be willing to tell people about business credit. But when it comes down to it, I know there's a segment of us that needs this information. And I know there's a segment of us that if we had this information, Nasambia says me, thank you, love. If we had this information, we would use it for our good, right? And for the advancement of other people. You see, just like my friend who is actually going to sit for her broker license really soon, who's going to sit for her broker license, she actually is like the #1 seller. I'm serious, in our city. Like one of the #1 sellers out here in my city. And she is literally making so many advancements. And she's literally allowing so many people to be able to purchase their home. Hi, Michael Johnson. How are you doing, love? Be able to purchase their home. And what I'm seeing is that shift, right? Remember that mindset shift that I talked about at the beginning as to how we get ourselves to the point that we literally are able to get business credit, use business credit, establish ourselves as the business. We're able to leverage this thing and literally buy up our communities. I told you it's bigger. It's bigger than just credit. Didn't I tell you? I told you guys that. I get so excited about this, you guys, but I told you guys that when I first came out here hitting live all the time, I said it's bigger than credit. It's bigger than credit. It's bigger than your business. It's bigger than you. This is a community thing. Hi, Tanika. How are you doing, love? It's about you all. What's going on is us getting out here and actually making a shift. But the #1 thing we have to stop doing is taking shortcuts. We look for the quick fix. We look for the easy road. We look for like, what is the magic pill? Can somebody give it to me so I can transform my life? I can fix my credit. I can get to that next level, right? So many of us are doing this. And so tonight, I'm not here to give you a link. Tonight, I'm not here to say, hey, go out here and connect with me this way. Tonight, I'm here to get you to change your mindset. Get yourself where you're working on your mindset when it comes to your money. All right. Now, you guys know how I operate, right? If you don't, let me tell you. My name is Adon Johnson, credit speaker. I literally push people to fix their credit, change their lives. When you work with me, you are successful when it comes to fixing your credit and establishing business credit. And then you get an opportunity to walk through doors and literally say, that's an opportunity. And I'm ready to take it. Right, Michael? That's an opportunity and I'm ready to take it. Right, Tanika? You see, this is what we have to do to move ourselves to our next level. We got to get out of that lack thinking. Right, Tisha? We got to get ourselves to the point where we're operating and walking in abundance. So you guys, for the whole month of June, the only thing I'm talking about is business credit. That's it. That's it. People say, well, why business credit? Because you are the business. I know who is attached to me. I know you guys are hurting. I know you're ashamed. I know you're tired. I know you're broken. I know you are ready to go to the 9 to 5. I know some of you are ready to give up. And then I know there's a group of you that are ready to change your mindset. Exactly, Nasambia. Ready to change your mindset. And you're saying, I am ready to break free. Literally, and walk in my abundance. I mean, why wouldn't you? It's yours. When you really think about it, you know, like I know, it's yours. You know why I tell people that you can operate, money comes to you, because you can do all things. You just got to get your mindset to the point that your mindset believes you can. Right? So make sure you guys, you go back, you look at this information. Make sure you say, all right, Adon, I got to start working on this. Make sure you show up tomorrow, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. It doesn't stop, you guys. We got to get ourselves to the point that we say, I am the business. I'm ready to be that sassy boss, and I am going to be in business. I'm not going to fail. Year number 4 is not going to come around and I'm going to be out of business or in another business. Oh yeah. Let's just be honest, right? That's what a lot of us do. We say, oh, I tried this. sold this, I sold that. Didn't work. Now I got a new business. Now I'm doing jewelry, doing clothes, doing all these other things. There's still things and gifts and talents that you have. But if I could show you a way that you can establish yourself, get the business credit, move on to that other thing while your first business is still operating, repeat the cycle, establish more business credit, you keep on moving and you never touch your personal assets. That means your savings account wasn't at risk. That means your home was not at risk. That means if it all crumbled, God forbid, right? If it all crumbled, you were still fully established. Hi, Shantae. How are you doing? You were still fully established. You'll be just like everybody else on here that says me. Yes, I'm ready. Me. Oh, yes, Adon. Yes. What do I need to do? Got to show back up tonight or tomorrow night, right? Show back up tomorrow night. Hi, Latoya. How are you doing, love? You got to show back up tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Because for the whole month of June, you guys, it's about pushing you to get to your next level. All right. It's about getting you to that place where no matter what you say, I'm going to stay in business. Do you realize I see a lot of us on here, like attracts like, right? Do you realize that the African American woman is one of the #1 leaders when it comes to new businesses? I'm going to tell you another sad fact. Do you know we are the #1 to stop, close, fail in our businesses? We got to make some changes. You remember I talk about in different groups and segments and stuff, they're having this conversation. We got to change our mindset. You see, so many of us are not going to talk to our friend girl. Hey, Tanya, how are you doing? We're not going to talk to our friend girl about doing business. We're not going to talk to our friend girl who's been over here baking cakes for the church. We're not going to talk to our friend girl who's selling plates. I had a friend, I'm honest to goodness, her name's Bunny, you guys, and she would sell cakes in Phoenix, Arizona. She would sell plates to churches. And I'm like, girl, why don't you open up a restaurant? Girl, I don't have to do that. I'll just do this right here in my house. You know why? There's nobody there to say, wait a minute, shake you a couple times. You can have that successful restaurant, right? You can be successful in your business. You can be established. You can be in business. You can be in business long term. And you don't have to be like my best friend over here on the verge of a nervous breakdown, on the verge of divorce, on the verge of not being able to see where her next income source was coming from. It's a thing called business credit. I'm gonna be honest with you. When you see how easy it is to get your business in position, you'll know how to operate with business credit. The #1 thing you have to do is you literally have to open up your mind. Hi, Bryce. You have to open up your mind. And you literally have to say, I'm going to do this mindset shift, right? And that's one of the things that I said. I said, no, we got to work on this thing. The other thing with us, you all, is that we constantly tell ourselves we can't do it. Start waking up and say, I can do it. I can do it. It's a Philippians 4:13 lifestyle. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I can. Have some power operating behind me and I can do it. And so you guys, I want you guys to join me here tomorrow. I want you guys to connect with me. Thank you, love. Thank you. I want you guys to connect with me because this mindset shift is very, very important. It's very, very important. Matter of fact, a friend of mine, she was saying, you got to do a whole class on this. I said, oh my gosh. I said, I could talk about this for the rest of my life. Just getting you guys to change your mindset. I mean, I can tell, some of my other friends and my other counterparts and my other communities about business credit. And I'm gonna be honest with you. They'll just say, okay, where do I sign up? That's a special pull for a group of women to say, We got to establish ourselves as the business, right? It's like I'm literally saying, sleeping giant, wake up. Okay? Literally. Like, wake up. Wake up. And realize you got some gifts, you got some talents, and they're right here in your hands. And all you have to do is change that mindset. Literally, you guys, I did it. My best friend did it. My clients have done it. My students have done it. And they've literally made a change in their life. They're buying their homes. They're getting their businesses established. And they're literally able to operate and say, I am the business. Hi, Nicole. How are you doing? So you guys, for all of my replay viewers, I say thank you all for coming in. Hashtag replay, hashtag replay. If you did not catch this from the very beginning, you got to go and catch it. All right, just wait until it posts back up on here and watch it from the beginning, because I gave you 3 things to move yourself from lack to abundance that you have to start counseling out. 3 things, 3 items, 3 sentences that you got to stop saying, and 3 sentences that you have to start saying, and 3 things that you got to literally do to get yourself to your next level. It is that important. It's that important. And we got to do it. All right. So you guys, if you want to connect with me, go over to the Credit Speaker Society. We're going to have some things going over on in there. bit.ly/Credit Speaker Society. But remember, tonight is not about a link. Okay. I know you guys are linked out. All right. You don't have to have a link. All you have to do is share this out and see me back on here tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we're going to dig deeper. We're going to go deeper, and we're going to talk about this thing, business credit. I'm going to give you 2 other things. I gave you one tonight about the address. I'm going to give you 2 other things tomorrow that you guys need to stop doing, like 911, cut it out, right? I want you to stop doing these 2 things before you say, I'm in business and I want business credit. All right, so we're going to talk about that because I want you all to win. I want you to win. Half of the year is gone, you guys. We can still win. Right? We can still win. All right. You guys have a beautifully blessed night. Make sure you are sharing this out. Make sure you guys are sharing it out because you enter into a drawing. My name is Adon Johnson, Credit Speaker. You can literally find me on all social media under the name Credit Speaker. Please pay attention to my page. I do have an event coming on. It's going to be on June the 9th. June the 9th. If you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you do not want to miss this opportunity. I literally have, I believe, 3 more tickets left, and that will be it. And then we'll be closed out. It's going to be an intimate setting. It's just $20. You guys watch my page and take a look at it. If you want to go to it, it's at bit.ly/more talk 18, bit.ly/more talk 18, and you guys can get the information. You do not want to miss it. Again, I only have 2 tickets left. I sent out information to, our friends, right? Our friends and our business sisters in our community. We only have 2 tickets left. After that, they're all gone. All right. So I look forward to connecting with you guys on tomorrow, same place, Facebook Live at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll be on my personal page because it's information that's literally helping you get to your next level. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.